Hey, what up? It's Free Base Podcast. I'm your boy Omen. I'm here with Nayborhood Barbie. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to have you on the show. We've been waiting for this one.
Not for sure. I just been busy.
Hell yeah, I bet. Yeah, you've been putting in that work. It's all over the place right now. How you feeling about all that?
I mean, it's like every time somebody asks me that, I don't know what to respond because it's like I'm just doing this shit so much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just like I haven't really taken it in, but I know when I go out in public and I get noticed and recognized that I must be doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real shit.
So it feel good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you seem to be a good inspiration on the city right now, music wise and everything.
For
And,
sure.
and that's cool. I see all these kids like running up to you like, oh shit, it's
Yeah.
Nayborhood. Like, that's wild. That's gotta feel good when you
It
see
do.
that.
For the
Hell
kids,
yeah.
for sure.
Hell yeah. So let's talk about your like childhood and shit. How'd you what mom raise you, dad raise you? How'd that work?
For the most part of my adolescent years, my parents were together probably till I was like in the fifth grade. Then they got divorced, so my mom was like my sole custody parent and shit. So I mean, but we still see my daddy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, I live with my mama out in Spencer. That's where I'm from, Spencer, Oklahoma.
Hell yeah.
But even though I was going to school in Spencer, like I lived in Spencer, I was still going to school like in the city. Like I went to like Wally Post, that's like up the street,
Yeah.
Putnam City. I went to Northeast. I was going to school on the north side. That's how kind of like how I know so many people all over the city.
He was
just 'cause,
everywhere.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
on me. And so from there, I went to middle school on the east side. So that's why I'm tapped in with the east side. And then once I got to high school, I kind of came back home and went to school in Spencer or whatever. So
Yeah.
on me.
That's what's up. So like as a kid, like were you really into music and shit? Like was it a
Yeah,
big
my daddy was a DJ.
Oh,
my
that's
daddy,
what's up.
yeah, my daddy is a DJ or
Okay, hell
whatever.
yeah.
So like, and he real big on like Jay-Z like his favorite rapper,
Hell yeah.
Scarface, Kanye West, and Biggie and Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So it's
yeah.
like I always been around music, like, but I never really just like was inspired to do music. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. My grandfather was a preacher, and when we were young, he had a church when we were younger. So I sung in the choir, like I could sing when I was younger.
Yeah.
But like as I got older, my voice started getting like hella deep. And so I wasn't like I always been like insecure about how I sound growing up. So I just left that shit alone.
Yeah.
So when I started rapping, it just I don't know, it kind of really just came out of nowhere.
Hell yeah. So when you started rapping, was it like did you start popping shit off? Like was it a good start or did you have a shaky start? Were you nervous when you got into it?
I think when you start anything new, you be nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person like once I set my mind on something, like I'm gonna do whatever to be the best at it. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. So at that point, I just started putting like all my energy into it. But I would say like since I have started, like it's been nothing but love. Like
Yeah.
really, if you ask GQ or whoever I'm around, GQ especially, like they'll tell
Yeah.
you like how I really got into like I'm really spoiled when it comes to this because it's like everybody that I'm around they been in the music business for a little bit so they kind of already took like the bumps and
Yeah.
went through the trials and tribulations so I kind of got like a heads up coaching, you know what I'm saying,
That's
what
what's
to do,
up.
what not to do. So it kind of got me guided in the right direction, but for the most part it just been elevation every time.
That's good. It's like it's like every time you hit that studio, you know it's gonna you just keep growing and growing and
Oh, for
growing.
sure.
Hell
Especially
yeah.
if GQ recording.
Yeah, shout out
You gonna
GQ.
turn me up.
That's my man's, yo. Yeah, I remember he called me. We were talking about something. It was probably about the Lil Durk show or something. I'm just getting things together, and he was all like, "Hey, before I hang up, you gotta get an interview with Nayborhood Barbie." I'm like, "Man, we already on it. Like, we working it out. It's all good." He was like, "Okay, I'll make a call." I was like, "You good, bro? It's all good." But yeah, like shout out GQ because like he really doing shit out here. He's really staying consistent with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's wild because the people that, you know, he's bringing into this game, you know, he is putting them on to a lot of, like, work and shit. That's what he's doing with me, too. Like, he's introduced me to some people, like,
Yeah.
I never thought I'd meet.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what's up. Like, man, shout out that man's. And so did he produce your entire album?
My entire album.
That's what's up.
Mix
Hell
and master
yeah.
too.
Hell
I've been
yeah.
working with GQ for like probably like we almost halfway through this year for like a year and a half now. Like, and that's being consistency. I mean, being consistent. Like, I feel like as an artist, especially a new artist, up and coming artist, like when you're trying to really just find your sound, that's the best thing to do is get you a producer engineer and just lock in with them.
Yeah.
Because you gain that chemistry in the studio. So I could go in there and I say, man, when I be like, it's weird. Like music is like a love language for me.
Yeah.
So like, and me and GQ, we got that. I can go in there and be like, man, I need this type of beat. I don't gotta say too much, and he just gonna turn
Either
it
gonna
up.
whip it up or he already got it in the vault.
no, everything we do is from scratch.
Oh, that's what's up.
Every time.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. And that's badass that you get to like be there to experience all of it. Because I know there's certain producers that are like, you can come when it's done.
Yeah, or they send you a beat. GQ not one of them.
That's what's
if
up.
he send you a beat, he don't fuck with you.
There you go.
I'm telling you that right now.
There you go.
He like to create, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, that's why I'm like, so when I don't have him here, because he getting hella busy now, it's like, you know, I got to adjust to working with other producers and their styles with recording. And I'm so, like I said, I'm spoiled. Like I'm so used to going in there and I'm seeing it like, take this out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's cool.
You'll find someone.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of producers out here. I think producers are like the least amount of people that get the respect they deserve out here.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's because, you know, people just need beats right now. They're looking to hurry up and put some music out, and they forget.
If they don't want to wait for them, they'll go on YouTube.
Exactly. And it's like you keep using these YouTube beats. We're not going to get you. I mean, there's things on YouTube now that are like taking your songs down because they already caught you. Like, that's not yours. But shout out GQ because every time I've gotten in the studio with him to like vlog and shit, like he's really networking. He's really interacting with the people that he's working with. So you really know like he's
different. I'm telling you. Like I done recorded with a few engineers, not just producers, because I be real picky when it comes to my beats. Anybody can tell you that. But as far as like the engineering goes, like he's what you need in the studio. Like when you listen to some people's music, and no offense to nobody, like it should be somebody in there telling you like that's not it.
Yeah.
And GQ is not fucked up and telling you like. No.
Right. He's going to tell you how that shit needs to be.
Yeah, you need to hear that. Yeah. Like, that's what you need.
A lot of people take criticism and think, oh, that person doesn't like me. But it's like, is it disrespect or am I just trying to help you grow and build? Like,
nah, for real. I appreciate GQ for that. So, I think, like I said, that's been a part of our relationship to where we're open back and forth where we'll be like, bro, that shit whack. Like, even if I'm telling him, like, nah, take that shit whack. Like,
real shit.
We okay with telling each other that because we know it's for the better. You know what I'm saying? I think my whole year and a half with working with GQ, we've never like had a disagreement. I ain't never been just like fuck GQ, like you know what I'm saying. He might even piss me off, but that's only because
that's like, brother and sister type
just
shit.
Like that's what I was about to say. But other than that, he deserves more respect. Not just him, but a lot of engineers do.
Yeah, real shit.
That shit is not easy.
It is not, and like, and it's hard to find someone that can do it the way you want and that is willing to work with you side by side to what you want.
Yeah.
And I hate those people that get in the studio and they have no idea anything that they want. And, you know, they're just sitting there wasting times. I'm sure GQ's had some moments like that. I'm sure a lot of engineers have. But, like, you know, you don't want to go in there and waste anyone's time. And people like you and Reese B and Boogie, y'all just go in there and you're like, all right, what we doing? It's time to go.
I've seen recent. Well, actually, I've did a song with him. But even prior to me doing a song with him, I just seen him work in the studio. And, he do not be playing.
He signed with Mozzie now like that.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, I fuck with Reese. That's my boy.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Sure. Shout out Reese. Yeah, I think a lot of the rappers out here in the game and shit, I think there's a lot. I think there's like a 50-50. You got the ones that are actually putting in work and they're working for what they need and where they want to get. And then you got the ones who really do expect it to just be handed to them. Or, you know, as soon as, you know, a producer's like, or engineer's like, hey, I can't do this for that amount this time because, you know, bills or something like that. They're like, oh, well then fuck you. It's all of a sudden about the money part. And it's like, to people like you and Reese B and stuff, you know, I'm sure you guys have that money aspect, but at the same time, this is an artwork. This is what this is your passion. This isn't like, hey, I need a paycheck. This is, I'm really diving into what this could be in my life. How do you see that in 5 to 10 years with you? Like
as far as what?
As far as music goes, like where do you want to be in the next like 5 years?
In next 5 to 10 years, really, to be honest, we always say this, but we talking this year, next year. Like we're trying to be established somewhere. I'm not necessarily like chasing a record deal because like I'm really honed on being independent. You know, with if distribution or something if possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, like. Before I started rapping, like my life was good. You know what I'm saying? I just rap now and it's better. Like, if that makes sense. So like I'm not gonna say I'm not out chasing money, But at the same time, a reason why I say established is when you're established, you're almost like concrete. So, and
Exactly.
I don't want to just be seen as just a rapper. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Or it was just a short period. It was just a
Yeah,
phase type shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's probably not a phase for me because
Yeah.
I've tried a lot. Not really like a lot of things. Like I've always been good at a lot of shit. But this
Yeah.
is just one thing that I'm good at, and I actually chose to like invest in it. And
Yeah.
not only me, but the people who believe in my dream do the same thing. So it's like if I was to quit tomorrow, like that'd be a fucking slap in the face for
Right.
everybody.
Like, what would be the point?
Like, you know
Like,
what I'm saying? So 5 and 10 years, I would just say I want to be established, whether it's a rapper, whether it's modeling, whether it's shit, whatever,
yeah.
singer, pop star. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Some or like just a writer.
Yeah.
I'm real good at directing this shit. So like, whenever I feel like I've reached what I want to reach as a rapper, like I will go into management.
Yeah.
Like I really got,
Hell yeah.
yeah, for sure. I'm really like any job I've ever had, I've always became a manager. So I'm real.
That's
good.
my girl right there.
Yeah,
She gets.
so I'm real good with business, and I'm a
Yeah.
control freak. You know what
Hell
I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's just like I just like to get shit done and do it right.
That's what's up. I mean, we need more people like that shit.
No, for sure.
And it seems like the ladies hold it down on that end more than the men a lot of
Yeah,
times.
for sure.
Y'all got
For
that
sure.
shit.
Listen, I'm
together.
the only female at my camp, so
Yeah.
yeah.
There
So
you go.
on top of that, it's like I gotta be on point every
Real
time.
shit.
So it just
Yeah.
all work hand in hand.
Hell yeah. So you got any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got an older brother and a baby sister.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. You get along with them and shit?
Yeah, we get along now.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like when I was growing up, bro, I hated my siblings. I know we don't feel like that, but I swear, like I hated them.
Yeah.
Like I've been going to my mama's house for probably like since I got out of high school. So I guess probably like within that time period, like not seeing my siblings on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I missed them, but it's like okay, we grown now. Like the shit that you used to do to piss me off, it's not gonna piss me off no more.
Right.
Like, but me and my sister. That's my dog. Like,
Hell yeah.
we all live together now. Like, I got a house, me, my mom, my sister. We all live together now
Okay.
because I was living by myself for a minute, but like as I'm rapping now, like I'm never at home. Like,
Yeah.
I'm never at home. Like I be home to go to sleep literally and wake up and go to work because I
Yeah.
still work a 9 to 5 too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Still gotta pay them bills and
yeah,
shit.
So
yeah.
we all together now, and it just make it that much better. Like
Yeah.
that much easier.
And you see like that support around you daily.
Yeah.
You know, if you having a bad day or something, you know you're gonna come home to some supporters and love
Yeah.
and family.
And even if not, like they know how I be. Like my
Yeah.
people around me, like when I just leave me alone, and people okay with leaving me alone. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They just I don't know.
Some people aren't okay with leaving people alone, and then you're just like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. Like fuck it. Yeah, it's wild out here. You know, I see a lot of people chasing dreams and like doing what they love, but you know, it's a matter of how you grasp everything when you start this out. Because I feel like if you start this out with a big plan and then you start slacking anywhere, you know that it's a downfall from there if you don't get yourself right.
Nah, for
Cause
sure.
and you know, a lot of people, I'm not gonna, you know, I've seen a lot of people struggle with drug use and shit like that, and that affects their work ethic. And it's like, you know, it's hard to bounce back from stuff like that. Have you ever struggled with anything like that? That's good.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
I ain't even like a smoker like that. I be telling people I just smoke because I rap. Like
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
live without this shit. I don't
Exactly.
drink when I be in the club and people want to buy. I be fake drinking.
Yeah.
I grew up around people who was like I ain't gonna say like addicted to hard drugs, but like I grew up in an environment where I see people on drugs. I see people
Yeah.
peeled out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you look at that and you be like, hell no, like.
Like you don't want nothing to do with
Why would
that.
I want to walk around and be zombied out? I like
Yeah.
being fly.
Real shit.
There's no way I can be like that and be like
You know,
this.
walk out with a torn up hoodie and
Yeah,
thinking
like-
you fly.
Like hell no. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
But not only like people being sucked in by drugs or something, it could really be an ego thing. Egos fuck up a lot
yeah.
of shit for people.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
There's a lot of that in Oklahoma, and I think it's because we're such a small state compared to others with music and shit.
That's true. But I feel like it's like how long are we gonna keep using it as the excuse?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I don't know, you
There's
just
gotta
gotta
be that
hold,
point
hold
where-
people accountable. Like
Yep.
you know, or I've been blessed enough to, you know, I've been able to see shit outside of Oklahoma. But
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in Oklahoma haven't. So they just
Yeah.
got this small city mindset because they ain't never been nowhere bigger.
Right.
Like, well, I'm telling you, like once you go out there and actually get get to experience some shit, and you know it's more shit bigger than Oklahoma City. Like when you come back here, it make you want to get here and grind.
Oh,
it
for
so
real.
You can get the fuck up out of here.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
And then that's the thing is like, yeah, I've talked about this in a few other interviews already, but like Oklahoma, you know, point blank period, being a black hole, if you get out, you need to make sure you're ready, you got everything together. Because, like, I mean, I've gotten out a few times and I got sucked right back in, but, you know, because of priorities, kids and shit like that. But, like, at the end of the day, it's like I see a lot of people with motivation that I really think, like, people like you and Reese B and everyone, like, I really see y'all getting out of here quick and doing something big. And I respect the hell out of what you're doing out here because, like, especially with the kids, like, you really like to connect with them kids and they're around.
Sure.
And I think we need more of that shit, too.
Yeah,
like,
you do.
You know, we don't see a lot of, like, I get all the game banging and stuff like that, but you also don't see a lot of the, like, the respect for the fans and the kids and the people that are trying to get involved. And, you know, if you got family members, like, I got some family that listens to you now. Because it's just like, yo, you got to check this shit out. And they listen to rap and all that type shit. So it's like, oh, whoa, yeah, that shit bang. But, like, it's like, they're kids. They're like, yo, she is cool. Like, it ain't about just the music. It's about you're making them feel something, like, and that's what music does.
I had a video shoot last weekend, like, my neighborhood and my manager, he throws, like, a bash for his birthday. So, like, the whole neighborhood come out. But, you know, he invite the city. But it's like, when I was there, like, this is the same neighborhood I've been in. I've been coming to this bash. Like, you know, but now since I'm, like, one of the main attractions, it's like, just to see the kids, like, that's Nayborhood Barbie, like, picture, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you not, like, just, that mean you doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, at least, it feel like that. Like, having kids singing I-35, they singing their hearts out like they can drive. Like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That's got to feel so good. That's wild.
Dude, it's crazy.
So your manager, is that J-Po?
Nah, J-Po was really like he's for booking.
Oh,
you know what
okay.
I'm saying? Like, and with J-Po, it's like we're all a team. Me, J-Po, Southwest, whoever else you see around us. So it's like it's hard. Like, I'm gonna tell you what their title is, but really we don't look at it like that because we just all work hand in hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? But J-Po really just does my booking. My manager, his name is Fast Cash.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen some stuff about him. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Yeah, he seems to be doing some pretty good shit out here too.
Yeah, he be everywhere.
Hell yeah.
He live a fast life, for real.
So, how was it recording in GQ Studio? Like, how long did the album process take?
The album probably took about a year. I recorded, like, my first song with him January of last year, and it's crazy. We recorded it around the corner in these apartments that they used to be at. Like, I recorded it in a closet, for real.
Oh, damn.
But you'll never know, just because GQ brings, like, that. He just has that sound. He know my sound. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it took about a year. And like, within that year, we had a lot going on. Like, GQ was in the process of, you know, wanting to manage artists. And it was like a conglomerate of us, like a bunch, like 8 artists.
Yeah.
And there's like 8 artists, 8 different personalities, 8 different attitudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all really just trying to get each other together. And so that kind of fell through, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It happens. You know, we all try, but
get back up and just get going.
So we had like hiccups here and there, but other than that, like, within those hiccups, me and GQ, like, he knew, like, every Thursday at 7:00, like, it's my studio session.
Hell yeah.
Whatever was going on, like,
that's what's
pulling up to record. And so I was going to really drop, like, around, like, July of last year, like, in the summertime, and I only had, like, probably, like, 7 banging songs that was album worthy. But it just, like I said, I go to the studio every week, and every song I'm like, okay, this is my favorite. Okay, this is my favorite. So it's just like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And really just, and actually being consistent and going to the studio and having a better flow, you know, making my word play a little better. It just was like, you know what I'm saying? Just progression. And it just was like, it just made the process longer, but everything is timing for sure.
Hell yeah. And I mean, the sound quality on it, fuck around. Yeah, that shit sounded wild. I mean,
and I never noticed not how bad, but how bad some people's music are badly mixed and mastered. Because that's like the first thing people would say, like, the quality. Like, that was everything. But that's like one of the things that GQ, it hones on, like, quality. And then, like, playback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you want to listen to after the album go off, like, shit, let's play it one more time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like,
and you know, that's when it's a hit, is like, if it's something that you know you would bump if it was someone else, then that's when you know, oh, okay, yeah, we did it. Like, you did that thing. Like, my favorites are, I told you, I-35 and Commandments, always be a lady, not a whore. I was like, okay. Yeah, that shit bang. I fuck with
all
that.
All the dudes love Commandments. Because I'm talking my shit.
Real shit. You were in there. I was like, okay. Yo, I played it like 5 times. I was like, listen, y'all need to listen.
Yeah. But that was GQ's idea, too. Like, because you know I'm a Biggie fan, and he a Biggie fan and shit. And so he was just like, let's try to do this or whatever. That took us like, it only probably took him like 30 minutes to make that basic ass beat. It only took him like 30 minutes to write it. Like, when we record, like, as he's making the beat, that's when I start writing. Like, I write with a build up. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that shit was cool.
That's wild. That's what's up. So, shit, what was your favorite off the, you got a favorite off the album?
Man, my favorite, like, because I feel like I got like all kind of vibes on there. So, like,
you did.
Yeah.
I love that. You had a variety. I was like, okay, now we chilled out.
Yeah. So, like, my favorite song on there, I would say, is the last song. It's called Still in the Hood. Simply because it's kind of like a wrap up. I'm kind of like, to me, it's like I'm kind of introducing you to what will be next on my next project. Like, I'm talking all this shit in this album, but on this last song, like, people thinking I'm Hollywood or whatever, but, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still in the hood. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, active and attractive. And then also I got my grandfather on there. I don't know if you listened to that song. My grandfather's on there kind of preaching to me. But as far as, like, the rest of my songs, I want to say Deja Vu and On the Low.
Hell
They're my favorite.
Hell yeah.
They're my favorite for sure.
Yeah, I was fucking with the whole album. Yeah, Deja Vu, that shit goes. I love that.
Vibe.
Yeah, it really is. I was smoking to that shit. Okay, all right.
It's vibe.
Yeah, the work on that, like, your voice, I love it. It's really one of a kind. You like, there's not a lot of females out here that are really doing shit big. I mean, she is KO.
Shout out KO.
Yeah, shout out KO for real. She got some awesome shit going on. Yeah. Like, man, I fuck with her heavy.
She's dope. She give me like a J. Cole / like Don Tripp / vibe. Like, you know, like, you know.
And her videos are like yours. They're like fucking movies. It's like you're watching an episode of something almost.
Her shit be dope.
Yeah, it's wild. And like, and she based out in Enid, which is really cool because I'm from Enid. Like, I grew up in Enid. I moved to OKC when I was 13, but yeah, I was in Enid for a while. And like, it's crazy because, like, I'll be seeing some names come out of Enid now, and I'm thinking back when I was growing up, like, what the fuck is Enid? Like,
oh, God. I was in Enid a couple weeks ago. I went to the Okie Cup for cookies.
Okay, yeah.
And we're driving, post driving. I'm like, bro, there's fucking nothing out here.
Real like, shit. You going through places like Hennessy? Like, the fuck?
like, it's straight back road. Actually, I've never seen the main road while we was there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Spencer's like that where I'm from, but it's just a small little town in between like the city and Choctaw and you know what I'm saying? But that shit, I'm like, damn, it's a big ass little bitty town.
Real shit. Yeah, and Enid's like stretched out. It's like it still takes forever to get from one side to the other.
It definitely was like, damn.
But shout out Enid, shout out KO. You know, she's doing a lot of good shit. Have you been planning on doing any future work with her or anything?
I have nothing planned. Like, even when we did that one, it was just kind of like a spur of the moment. I was like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I liked how she approached me. It was like right after I performed at a Trippin' Friend, shout out Trip G. She came up and was like, you fucking dope. Like, you want to, she's like, I want you on my album. Like, you think you can do like some R&B type shit? And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any challenge, which I do R&B anyway, but I'm like, yeah. And so, I don't really got no features with nobody, and I'm like, you know, I feel like for as far as me giving a feature to a female, like, who better than KO? You know, she been rapping for a long time too. Yeah. And so she just now getting her just due. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, why not?
Oh yeah.
For sure.
So is there like anyone out here?
But I would do something.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we could do something because she be talking shit too when she get to rapping. So
we
could probably switch it up the next time we link on the track.
Yeah, y'all putting in that work, and I don't really know a lot of like lady rappers out here that really doing it like that anymore. I think we had a few back in the day. I can't even remember names. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody asked me in an interview before, like, do I know any old? Like, no, I don't. Like,
right.
Cause it wasn't, and I heard that the ones that I do know that rap, and I heard they can flow, like they like real MCs, lyricists, you know, like which that older generation was, like that's like their era. but they just never got their recognition. I'm sure, unless they was on like whoever the hottest dude was that was rapping they feature on. You know what I'm saying? They never got their just due like as a solo artist.
Yeah.
So that's why
back in the day, I knew if you were a female, it was really hard to get management out here too, because like a lot of the people were just fucking with them. Most of the people that were fucking with anyone, it was their group of friends and shit.
Yeah, so it's still I know why, just because I've experienced like situations. So it's like I see why, but like I said, I'm grateful to have the people that I have around me. So personally, I don't experience it often. But if somebody catch me by myself and I'm, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just be like.
You just keep talking this shit. Yeah. It's a blessing. Yeah, it's a blessing.
Whenever somebody talking to me, I just need them to know who they talking to.
Real shit.
That's kind of like where the biggest came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing this like I never heard a female do that. I never heard never. I'm the biggest because this is the biggest thing since then. Yeah. Like or whatever, biggest since whatever you heard from.
Real shit.
For sure.
So you're like, are you blowing up? So I know like the Crips and all that. Are you blowing up in the Crip community at all? Like in other places and shit?
Yeah, I've grown up in the Crip community.
That's what's up.
Hence, that's kind of like where I got my name from.
Hell yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's clever. Like, it's political, you know, just because of where I'm from and just how the world may view it. But, like, I'm Nayborhood Barbie because I grew up in the neighborhood, but I was really, like, the Barbie in the neighborhood. Yeah. Like, I used to have a pink car. Like, I always...
Oh, you getting that little bougie going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you could kind of play with it both ways. So sometimes you might see me and I'll be, like... dressed like this, or you might see me and I be dolled up. Like, I'm really like the Neighborhood Barbie.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Shout out you. That's
just
what's
don't
up.
Play with me.
don't play. I feel that. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So, like, is your music blowing up in the Crip community and shit? Like, elsewhere, aside from Oklahoma, do you know if your name's out there like that?
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really got tapped into, but... not right now, but that's going to be on the list. Hell which I'm not just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to just tap in with the Crip community. Right. Like, you know, like, especially with me doing that song with Reese B and where I'm from, where he's from, like, that right there was even big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as far as my side goes, like, I ain't heard nothing bad about it. Like, they fuck with it.
That's good. Like, you know I mean, it's good that, like, gangs are like that now. Like, they seem really more open to, like...
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And, like, I mean, you knew how it was back in the day. Yeah. Like,
this side couldn't be with this side, that side couldn't be with that side. That's it. But,
you got a friend going to that side, they not your friend no more.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And that's crazy because, like... it's amazing to see that we really are coming together, not just as gang members and stuff like that, but as like artists. Yeah. That's what you guys seem to be more focused on. It ain't about who a Crip, who a Blood, who this, who that. It's we're all artists. Yeah, we're all out here doing hot shit, right? Yeah. You're trying to get paid.
Gang banging take away a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
When you trying to gang bang, like, you're not worried about no money because you gang banging.
Real shit.
If that makes sense. Like,
it does.
When you trying to get paid, like, you know how to separate and have a balance within that shit.
Exactly. You got to have that maturity to where you're like, I know how to handle my shit and balance everything, like you said, balance. Yeah. And it's a big thing on balance. I think a lot of people don't balance their work ethic with friendships and business. You know, you see a lot of friends try to start businesses together. And that's probably the worst mistake they ever fucking made. Like, when I started Freebase, you know, I got a lot of people that are involved right now. Mm-hmm. But I have my guard up. Yeah. This is my baby. Yeah. I like what I'm doing with it right now. I'm going to slowly but surely see where it goes. But it's like, I got a few people I'm doing this shit with, and shout out them. But it's just like, you got to have your guard up at all times. You got to know, you got to believe in yourself before you can believe in everyone around you. Because I'm a strong believer when, if you're putting positive energy out there, you're going to receive positive energy back.
Definitely. And I'm big on that too, for sure.
And I think a lot of people need to be.
Yeah, I definitely feel where you're coming from. Like, when I started rapping, like, I had, like, my friends, like, anything I had going on, they're tapped in. They with it. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, as I get more busier, it seems as though they're, I guess on my end, as they may not be as involved or even cared for, but that could just be me being me and not asking. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it just come with it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you treat it like it's your baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you feel is gonna stop you or not, or just stunt like your progression, like you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just try to separate it.
You gotta stay grounded with everything.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if I was to worry about, like, damn, my friends are in this, or this person not doing this. Like this should have never go for me because that's all I be focused on.
If you're too worried about the person next to you, you not focused on what you need to be focused on.
So you gonna go in there and overwork yourself and just drain yourself because you worried about making this right for this person, this person. When you just gotta do that shit.
And then people catch on to that sometimes and they'll manipulate it, take advantage of it, and it's like, I'll set myself up for failure on that one. And you know, you guys seem pretty smart on this shit when it comes to the music game. It's like, you're not setting yourself up for failure. You know what you're doing. You have your blueprint.
Yeah.
And then you have your in-betweens where like, okay, this year I'm going to do this month I'm going to try this. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And that's what I love is like having a game plan. And, you know, if you come into it with a game plan, you're willing to sacrifice whatever you need to sacrifice to get that going. I mean, it's like when I started Freebase, I poured every cent I had into it at the time.
I believe
you know, just to get all the equipment up and shit and get all the interviews going and everything like that.
It's like you had to.
Yeah.
If I would have walked in here and seen like a bullshit set up, I would have been like, man, what you want?
Exactly.
You know
he got me in this apartment. What this motherfucker doing? And it's like, and I knew that too. You know, I have a professional mindset when it comes to I want people to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Especially if they're coming into my fucking home. I don't want you coming into trash, dogs everywhere barking
for sure.
you know. So it's like, when I bring people onto the show right now, I like them to feel comfortable. I like them to know they're welcome here. This is, you know, my home is yours right now. And I feel like if you can present a place, you know, even if it's just a room in a professional manner and people see the work that you're actually putting in and the money that you're putting in to take it seriously, because it does take money to take this seriously.
Any dream.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what catches people's eye with me. It's like they see I'm really about it.
I think me too.
Hell yeah, I appreciate
just rapping and like I said, but shit, just any dream, man.
Yeah.
This shit is not cheap. You
shit.
spend way more than you see up front.
And you need to. I mean, why not?
Yeah, the shit that you spend is really like an investment. Like you put your money in this shit, hoping like, when this shit take off, you get that back plus more.
Real
you know
shit.
What I'm saying? So,
and if it doesn't, at the end of the day, I'm the type. I did what I love still. I got all these memories that I got to shoot, that I got to film. You know, I'm having people in here as they're blowing up.
Yeah.
So it's like I get to look back on this years later and be like, I already got their interview. And I'm stoked about it because it's like it's a blessing to me to see all these people willing to talk to me and like open up. Because like I told them, I be telling people I'm trying to be like, there's my kid. The no jumper of the OKC when it comes to the podcast and shit. But
I love no jumper.
Yeah. I'm 22. I fuck with him. And like I see how he is with people. I see how he communicates. And I was reading his backstory and how he got all his shit started. It wasn't much different. So I was like, okay, bet. Yeah, I'm just going to take this risk. I'm going to do it. And it takes a lot of risk. You got to take a risk. And
like you got to. Like,
if you don't, it's like, you're going to miss out then. Because like, I feel like if I wouldn't have taken this risk and actually stuck with it, I would have missed it. Like, I'm finally settled on doing something that I love. And I like that. That's what's up.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
And I look at people like you and P-Wop and all that type of shit. I'm like, they're doing what they love. And they're settled down with it. And that's cool. It's like, you got a game plan. I admire that. So, shout out you. You got any 5 favorite artists that you bumping out here?
From the city?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, just the city or Oklahoma?
Oklahoma in general.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Reese, of course. Gang Ty June. Who else do I bump from the city? I'm not gonna say none of my homies because that's just being biased. Of course, I listen to them. I got to, even if they suck. I'm just playing. Shout out to them. So I said Reese, Gang Ty June. Who else do I listen to? Hey. Big Trapper.
Yeah, Big Trapper.
Free Big Trapper.
Man.
I love Big Trapper.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. We got 2 more. Some of them, I feel like they all kind of go together, like P-Wop and N7 and them, and like Phil Sosa, because they have like that one sound. Because everybody, like, you know, because they all got their own sound. But shout out to them. I listen to them too. And then like, dang, you said top. That's hard because everybody that I really listen to, like, they good.
Yeah.
And who'll be number 5? That's crazy.
I'll be getting stuck all the time because I got a list in my head of everyone.
I know, but it's just
it's
like,
long.
number 5. I'm gonna just give it to KO.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to
Hell yeah. That's what's up. So shit, you got any shows or anything coming up? You got any content that you're about to drop? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. I just shot like 3 videos within the past week and a half, so
Damn.
I definitely got content coming out. So I'm really just in between which one I want to drop leading up to like me revamping. Like I put my last project out like it'll be almost 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to be strategic when I drop, cause like I-35 is still on the run. I've been on a radio for like 4-5 months right there, and I'm still running I-35.
And you on 103.5, right?
Yeah,
hell yeah,
103.5. So as I'm still running that single, like, and that's one thing that artists kind of, I feel like they do. They flood their, you know what I'm saying, their consumers with music. So it's like it's hard for somebody to choose what they like about you because you got so much shit out. So I-35 just so happened to be the most popular one. So I'm gonna have that take me wherever. But leading up to that, like just for my rollout of my project, I'll be probably dropping like three new kind of like summer songs.
Hell yeah.
To start like to get that summer feel or whatever.
Yeah. The summer gonna be popping.
Yeah, for sure. I got that coming. I've been booked since like December, like consistently. So I've been using like this month to kind of like get my content together and just like, just kind of like revamp.
Oh yeah.
But I have another show at the end of the month. It'll be in Kansas City.
Okay.
I'll be doing that. I got I don't know if you know who OG Bobby Billions is. He's a dude.
Yeah.
Outside.
He did. Yeah, outside. Yeah.
I got a song with him.
What? That's what's up. Hell yeah.
I got a song with him.
Hell yeah.
Like I got another feature coming, but I don't want to say it right now.
Yeah.
You know? But I got a lot of shit on the way. Like
that's wild. Like, you've been working. You busy.
Yeah. Not only staying consistent, but just prepared. Like,
you know
what I'm saying? I hate for it to be like, cause like one thing about, especially when you up and coming, like when you drop and they fucking with you, like they want new music all the time.
You got real shit.
Like all the time. So
I see Boogie and them like dropping the song every fucking week. Like, we gotta drop another one.
So it just be like I said, I be trying to be strategic with it because I don't want to just put all my ducks in one basket.
Yeah.
What's it? Eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Ducks in a row.
Real
but
shit.
that's what I be trying to do. But yeah, I got a lot of shit on the way for sure.
That's what's up. Hell yeah. So shit, man, we'll go ahead and get close to wrapping this up. But before we do, why don't you tell everybody, so who's Nayborhood Barbie? If somebody came up to you and they're like, hey, who's Nayborhood Barbie? What's your answer to that?
She's the biggest.
Hell
no pun intended. For real. Nayborhood Barbie, like, she her. Like, anything she say, she do, gon' do, like, she gon' do, and she did it.
Hell yeah.
Like, I got a 100, like the 100 emoji tatted on me. I've been having it for like 7 years. And every time somebody asks me like what that stand for, I'd be like, me. Like, I'm 100.
Y'all was keeping it real.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it buck, and it's hard to come by genuine people anymore.
Yeah, you got to. Like, I wouldn't want you to lie to you, lie to me, so I hope I don't lie to you. Like,
real shit.
I'm gonna tell you the truth respectfully. Like, I feel like a lot of people need to hear that. Like, especially in the city, especially in this industry, because you gonna have a lot of people lie to you and tell you bullshit. Like, you don't got a lot of me.
Yeah.
Tell me what it is right now, so I don't be sitting there wondering like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real big on energy, like you said, bro. Like, I can feel negative energy from a mile away. Like,
you walk in a room. You see, you like me. I can walk in a room. I'm reading people.
Yeah.
It's a book.
And it's just so natural. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It is crazy how people that aren't big on that, how they don't do it. I'd be like, damn, you don't, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel no type of way, like,
real shit.
Like, 'cause I'm ready to go. Like,
dead ass. Like, say what you need to say.
Yeah, I be on that type of time. So it just be like, but yeah, I'm big on energy.
That's good. A lot of people need to be, and I really respect that you came onto the show. A lot of people do have skeptical at first.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll just pull up to an apartment, but when they get out there,
they're
like,
cool, because once we sat down here and you reassured I was okay, you had my water, had weed,
hell yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been great talking to you. We'll get some more work going in the future.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll have some more shit to talk about.
Hell yeah, we'll get another interview in for sure. But this is Omen. I'm wrapping up Freebase Podcast with my homegirl, Nayborhood Barbie. It was good having you on the show.
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah, till next time.